Hello everyone, this is our next online class. Okay, let's treat this topic, longitude and latitude. These are imaginary lines used for location of position of objects on Earth's surface. There's still another one. There's one we call axis. Longitude, latitude, and axis. These are imaginary. That means it's not in existence, but it is used in what? Location. All right. Assuming that this is Earth, this will be our north, this place will be south, this place will be what? East, and this will be what? West. The imaginary line that runs straight from north to south is what we call what? Axis. Alright? Okay, now the imaginary line that runs from north to south, this is what we call what? Longitude. Used for location. We can also call it what? Meridian. Now, this meridian or longitude, there is one particular one that passes through Greenwich in London, and it is designated as 0 degrees. That one is called prime meridian. Some people call it what? Greenwich meridian. Now it is located at what? Longitude 0 degrees. All right. Now, going towards this direction from the great or the prime meridian, it will range, longitude will range from what? 0 to what? 180 degrees what? West. That is, this place is considered 0. Now moving like this, it will increase from 0 to what? 180. Same thing in this other direction. It will increase from what? 0 to what? 180. But here it will be 0 to 180 degrees what? East. While this side is what? West. All right. Okay. So that is it for longitude. Now latitude, like we've already said, is also an imaginary line. Okay. It is an imaginary circle drawn on the Earth's surface that have its center along this axis. Okay, for instance, now this is an imaginary circle. You notice that the center of this circle is along this axis. So this is what? A latitude. All right, there is a particular latitude that has its center that correct. The center of this latitude is the same thing as the center of the Earth. All right. Now that one is called what? Equator. And that one is 0 degrees what? Latitude 0 degrees. So this is just normal latitude. On the north of equator, it will range from 0 to 90 degrees what? North. Then on the south of equator, it will range 0 to 90 degrees what? South. Okay, so is that is it for latitude. Let's look at the difference now. Difference number one is that longitude run from north to south, while latitude from what? East to west. All right. Now all the lines of latitude have their center as the center of the earth. Meanwhile, latitude, except equator, other ones have their center. It is along the axis, but not where the center of the earth is. All right, that's why we call latitude, we call longitude great circle, this one small circle. because they have their own center here. The radius here is not the same thing as the radius of the Earth. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to explain more about great and small circle.